points. Sunoco Race Fuels, Road to Wheatland. The top 15, they'll share $16,000. The Show Me 100. Race Car Engineering Pace Truck on the track. The Brownstown Speedway Pace Truck. This quarter-mile oval began racing in 1952. Their opening night here in 2025. They used to run the half-mile. Jalopies for many years. The current configuration was built in 1955. They built up the banking a few years after that. Some of the greatest drivers in the history of dirt late model racing have won here at Brownstown. Scott Bloomquist, Billy Moyer, Jeff Purvis, Jack Boggs, just to name a few. More National Dirt Late Hall of Famers than any other track in the United States have raced here at Brownstown Speedway on a Saturday night. Jonathan Davenport on the pole. As he mentioned, the tough luck last night, running in second. Had a lap car come down on him. He spun. He had to go to the back, worked his way back into the top 10. But he lost the points lead. He's now third in the points. Thornton is leading the points. Ricky by 30 over Devin Moran. Of course, Mike Marlar, the defending Jackson 100 winner last October, starting 10th in that new Infinity by Wells car. What can Brandon Shepard do? He's going to start 23rd. He started 26th last night and finished 11th. Starting 23rd tonight, we'll keep an eye on him coming up through the field. Two-time Indiana Icebreaker winner. Josh Rice. Boy, the cautions killed him last night, didn't they? At Atomic. As he had, and Ricky Thornton admitted it, Rice probably had the better car. See Jared Bailey, who went off the track that B main. It's 1,500 to start. He will take the track provisional. Now, they do that here at Brownstown. It's basically the same way at Florence. You burn a provisional, then you are now eligible for a provisional at the C.J. Rayburn Memorial here in September, nor the Jackson 100. Next one. All right, lights out at the flag stand. Rob Penrod. Co-chief started Eldora Speedway. First trip to Brownstown, Indiana. The furled green flag of the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. Jonathan Davenport and Devin Moran. Garrett Alberson and Hudson O'Neill. Josh Rice and Ricky Thornton Jr. Who's it going to be? We'll talk to the top three. Will Cody Early and Lucas Oil Victory Lane. Who's going to be on the Big River Steel podium? Who's going to be $25,000 richer? We are underway at the Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. Out at two down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson on the bottom. They try to go 3 wide into 3. They do. 3 wide of the first lap off at turn 4. Devin Moran leads at Brownstown. Oh, baby. They're going at it. That opening lap down the back straightaway. Jonathan Davenport trying to retake the points lead. Devin Moran with a win. Could possibly go to the points lead. He'll lead lap 2 in the Indian Icebreaker. Davenport second, O'Neill third, Thornton is fourth, Gary Alverson back to fifth, Rice, Mike Marlar, Overton, Hanger, Hilsebeck. Christian Hanger, his first time here, the Winchester, Tennessee driver, is in ninth right now. Hilsebeck and his return to Brownstown, and Corey Lawler and Jameson, and we've got a Coleman Farms Racing caution in turn number 2. So I think we'll double check. We'll wait on live timing and scoring. I know Devin Moran is the leader, but how about that first lap? 3 wide for the lead at Brownstown. Unreal. Moran's leading. Moran, Davenport, and Alberson went 3 wide into turn 3. Moran's got the lead. Davenport is second, 2 in the books. O'Neill third, and it's Thornton, Alberson, Rice, Mike Marlar. Overton, Christian Anger, Hilsebeck, Cameron Marlar, Bruning, Wilson, Daniels, Carson, Ferguson, your top 15 to complete. Well, Devin Moran, of course, he loved East Bay, as we all did. But Brownstown has been one of his favorite tracks here. His dad First came here, I believe, in 1981 or 82 with the All-Star Circuit of Champions, and he later ran the Star Series here. Did Donnie Moran and have a Tampa, never won. Never won here, but Devin got his first win here last year. Chuck Kimball, the crew chief, on that 99. So we'll go to Delaware double file restart until 10 or less laps to go here tonight in this 50 lap A main. We'll get them lined up, ready to go. Jared Bailey out of the race. You saw he had some issues. He went off the track in the B main, took the provisionals 1,500 to start. So he will be scored as 29th. So Lawler and Jamison, who are running 22nd and 23rd to the back. All right, ready to go. Nutridex Solutions restart zone. The Dresden, Ohio hot shoe. Devin Moran off at turn 4, back underway at Brownstown. O'Neal to the top. His dad's won this race 5 times. He goes into turn 3. He's never won the icebreaker. He's won the Jackson 100. Moran trying to go back-to-back, a lead lap 3. Davenport second. O'Neal digging on the outside. Jason Durham named the new crew chief a couple of weeks ago. 2-time Lucas Oil Late Model Series crew chief of the year. Those were for Jonathan Davenport. Down the main straightaway. Good battle into turn number 1. O'Neal has gained the second spot at 71. He and Davenport go wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Davenport regained the spot. Gordon is 4th. Alberson 5th. Mikey Marler 6th. Devin Moran continues to show the way in 99. Battle for second. O'Neal now to the bottom on Davenport. Again, they move that tires down here before the main event. Put some water on the track as they come out of turn 4. Devin Moran into 1. O'Neal second. That is 7/10 of a second the advantage. Then it's Jonathan Davenport, Thornton, Mikey Marler 5th. Brandon Overton and Josh Rice 7th. Alberson 8th. Hilsebeck 9th. Christian Hager running in 10th right now in 29. 7 scored. The advantage 7/10 of a second for the 99 down the back straightaway. Everybody still running except for Jared Bailey. So 28 of the 29 starters still on the racetrack. As we've had 1 caution so far, as they will start to pick up the tail end of the field as they head down the back straightaway. As Corey Lawler enters turn number 3. Lawler, a good hot rod tonight, made it out of one of the B mains. You see Moran off at turn 4 around this quarter-mile oval. No walls or guardrails at all. I've never had them here as we go into turn 1. The battle there, Marler, the defending Jackson 100 winner against Ricky Thornton Jr. And Mike Marler is going to take the spot. Now Thornton about the back. Ricky fires it on the inside, and that Infinity by Wells 157. Good battle here as they head down the main straightaway. The 2 veteran drivers, Marler, Thornton, and here comes the 76 of Brandon Overton. We've scored 10 laps here tonight. Moran, you're not missing anything up front. It's 1.3 the advantage. He stretched that over O'Neal. As you see, Marler has moved into 4th, Thornton 5th, Overton, Rice, Alberson, Hilsebeck, Bruning the 10th and 16. 11 laps complete. Down the back straightaway. You see the battle there behind Devin Moran, who continues to stretch it out. It's 1.7 in traffic off at 2. He's behind the 79. Current O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year candidate. That is Donald McIntosh at his first visit to Meetown. Off at turn number 4, there is Moran. He'll go to the outside of McIntosh. Plenty of racing room as always here at Brownstown. They'll fire out at turn number 2. O'Neal's about 7-8 car lengths back. Davenport is about 3 back behind O'Neal. Here comes Marler. Marler may have the fastest car on the racetrack in the 157. That Infinity by Wells. He debuted here last night at Atomic Speedway. Marler loves this track. We got a traffic, got problems going on. Moran almost problems at the 99, keeps it going. Now O'Neal is closed on him out of 2 behind McIntosh. He cannot get around Donald McIntosh into turn 3. 15 laps complete in the Indian Icebreaker. Devin Moran has led every lap. He finally will clear McIntosh. Here comes Davenport on the bottom of O'Neal. Out at turn number 2. Davenport trying to regain the second spot. They'll go side by side into turn 3. Here comes Marler in 57. Gordon runs in 5th. Overton is 6th. Off at turn 4. Here's the battle for the lead into 1. Davenport, Don, and Marty. Well, Marty's nephew, Don's son. There we go. Hudson O'Neal into 3. JD as they come out at turn number 4. Moran still leads. They can't get around McIntosh into 1. Davenport's going to get the second spot back. Here comes Marlar in 157. Here comes Ricky Thornton Jr. Here comes Josh Rice. Here comes Brandon Overton. We are going to have the top 7 all on the same straightaway here shortly at Brownstown. A good one so far with 19 laps scored. 0.5 of a second. Dalton Wilson, he is in 8th. Alberson 9th. Bruning 10th. Hilsebeck 11th. Hanger is 12th. Tyler Erb runs 13th. Shepard is up to 14th. Out at turn number 2, Moran. Davenport is right there as they get around the 93 of Corey Lawler as they work lap 21 here tonight. 4 laps shy of the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. $100 bonus to that into 1. Davenport trying to get down below Lawler. Remember, a lap car last night cost him. And at turn number 3, Moran's going to go to the middle. Devin to the bottom. We got Cameron Marlar slowing. He is out of this race in the 57 car. 22 laps complete. Moran out at 2. And Devin Gilpin looks like he is out of the race in the 1G car. The defending track champion hits pit side. Moran, oh man, he almost had to get on the binders there. The brakes, rather. On Robinson. Here comes Davenport. Here comes O'Neal down the back straightaway. Davenport to the outside. And here comes Marlar and Thornton. Oh man, Marlar and Thornton almost got together. Off at turn 4, Mikey Marlar for position. Marlar goes to 3rd in the 157. Hellraiser Jacks halfway coming up. It's Moran, Davenport, Marlar, O'Neal, Thornton, Rice, Wilson, Overton, Alberson, Bruning, the top 10 at Brownstown, and a dandy icebreaker into 1. Halfway, out at turn number 2, down the back straightaway is again the 157. Ian O'Neal's got him back. O'Neal 3rd, Mikey Marlar 4th, RTJ 5th. In the 1, oh man, they're trying to go 3 and 4 wide down here. Out at turn number 2. Ross Robinson up there. Here comes Thornton on the bottom, in on O'Neal. Oh, man, for the team he drove for several years on the bottom. And the Coleman Racing Farms caution is out on the track. Garrett Alberson, your 9th place car, brings out a Coleman Farms Racing caution with 26 scored. Yeah, it's been highly entertaining. Wow, thank you, Jim Price, for a great racetrack, right? Many people thought it was going to be rough. It was going to be dusty. Now, we're racing. Marlar and O'Neal going back and forth. What about it, Brownstown? What a race so far. Wow. Devin Moran has led every lap. Davenport 2nd, O'Neal 3rd. Mike Marlar may be the fastest car on the track in the 157. And Garrett Alberson in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit, Cody Early.
Yeah, James, he's down here. All 4 Hoosier tires are up. They are making a right front shock adjustment, but all 4 tires are up on the 58 of Albertson.
Right now, how about rookie Dan Ebert, so far the Hoker Trucking hard charger of the race? All right, it's Devin Moran, Jonathan Davenport, Hudson O'Neal, Mike Marlar, Ricky Thornton Jr., top 5. Then it's Josh Rice, Dalton Wilson, Brandon Overton. Alberson was nice, so that'll move Bruning and Hilsebeck to 9th and 10th. And it's Christian Hanger, Tyler, Brandon Shepard, Michael Chilton into Hatcher 6. So out of the race so far, we got Jared Bailey, Clay Harris, Devin Gilpin, Cameron Marlar. So we still have 25 of the 29 starters left on the track as we're 1 lap past the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. Whew, deep breath. Thornton was in there as well. This has been good so far. We got 24 to go for $25,000. Alberson back out on the track. Green is back out at the Nutrient Solutions restart zone. Moran, here comes Marlar, here comes Thornton. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 3. They do. 3 wide. Marlar, O'Neill, Thornton off at turn 4 for second place. Davenport on the bottom. Oh, baby, are you serious? Man, down the back straightaway, you'd have thought it would be a Saturday night. But Jim Curry, John Gill, Don O'Neill, Steve Barnett, are you kidding me? They are going at it in a 1. It is still Moran. Here comes Big Perm, Dalton Wilson in the hunt now. Wilson up to 6th in that Radliff entry. It's still Devin Moran showing the way at Brownstown. In 99-29 score, to left 20 to go. Davenport second, O'Neill, Thornton, Marlar, Wilson, Rice, Overton, Bruning. Herb is up to 10th. Ilsebeck 11th, Chilton is 12th. Off at turn 4, Devin Moran, that Clements Power to Longhorn. For Double Down Motorsports, that team based in Morristown, Tennessee. They keep the car at Donnie Moran's race shop there in Dresden, Ohio, just down the road from Muskegon County. We've got 19 laps to go back to back in the Indian Icebreaker. Devin Moran down the back straightaway. They will try to pick up the tail into the field here. Off at turn number 4 as the tail end of the field enters turn number 1. Seth Daniels, the S21, the final car in the lead lap. Out at turn number 2, 18 laps remaining. Moran, Davenport, O'Neill, Thornton, Marlar, your top 5. And Thornton came into this event 30 points ahead of Moran. Davenport was third in the woods. We got a car slowing at turn number 4. Off the racetrack, it is Hudson O'Neill. Has a problem, brings out the Coleman Farms Racing caution for the Martinsville, Indiana driver, Hudson O'Neill, who is running in 3rd place. So Hudson O'Neill, who is running in 3rd, slows. It's hard to see if he does have a tire down. Cody Early, I'm not sure if you can see, or it might be a terminal issue on the SSI Motorsport 71.
James, there is no left side flat tires. He's asking for a push. He was sticking his hand out, asking for a push. The tow truck's coming that way now, but the left side tires are up on the 71 of Hudson O'Neill.
Well, his night may come to an end there. Moran has led the first 32 laps. Davenport second now. Thornton will go to 3rd. Marlar 4th. Wilson 5th. 6th Overton. 7th Rice. 8th Bruning. 9th Tyler Herb. How about Michael Chilton in that Hatcher's car? They went to Volusia. Said they were no good. They're coming here to Brownstown. And Dalton Wilson and fluid under the 71 car. We'll see it here. For those here, yeah. So a terminal issue, it looks like, on the 71 car, and he is done for the night. Is Hudson O'Neill.
Hey, James, things got interesting down here in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce pit area. Garrett Albertson's come back in. So is Spencer Hughes. They are both making adjustments to shocks in the rear end. And also, it looks like Spencer Hughes is going to change a right rear tire as well. So a lot of adjustments as we reach the second half of this feature.
Yeah, thank you, Cody. Don't forget, get your favorite Heartbeat Hot Sauce product. Go to heartbeathotsauce.com or on Amazon. Fine sponsor with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Support those who support the sport of dirt late model racing. It's Moran, Davenport. That'll move Thornton to 3rd. It'll be still the Delaware double file restart for 8 more laps. See Garrett Albertson down there in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit. Zach Houston, the new crew chief this year on the 58 car. Dalton Wilson there. He climbed to 6th, and now he'll be 5th. And that James, Jennifer, and Justin Ratliff 18D. I saw Stone Cold Tim Tunkett. He's over there helping them as well. Got the team cars here tonight. Jameson, by the way, who was involved in that first caution, he has climbed back into the top 15. Always solid here at Brownstown. A former runner-up in the Jackson 100 to Scott Bloomquist was Jason Jameson. All right, we'll get him up. In the Delaware double file, Moran will be out front by himself. Davenport, I assume, will pick the bottom, but we'll have to wait and see. See if we can get another, go the last 18 laps green See if they will get, I'm sure they will get back into traffic. So Devin Moran looking good. In the 99 to go back to back. As he mentioned to Cody early last night in his post-race interview, he started 7th at Ocala last month and got the win there. And then last night, had to get to 3rd. So he started up front here tonight, but it has not been easy. But he's got clear traffic in front of him right now, 18 laps remaining. Well, Devin Moran, the last 2 years, Devin Moran, the last 2 years, the runner-up in the Lucas Oil 8 Model Dirt Series points. Well, how about that? That's a shocker, right? Davenport picked the top on Thornton. Huh. I didn't see that one coming. Did not have, Dustin Jarrett would say not on my bingo card tonight, but Davenport goes to the outside of Thornton. So you see Wilson and Marlar. I still think Mikey Marlar's going to have something to say about this here tonight. Of course, that tremendous run here last October, winning the Jackson 100. The only driver to win the Knoxville Late Model Nationals 3 times. And again, debuted that new Infinity by Wells, 157 for Skyline Motorsports last night. All right, here we go. 32 in the books. Ricky Thornton Jr., Jonathan Davenport will be side by side on the restart. Dalton Wilson and Mike Marlar. Brandon Overton and Josh Rice. Tyler Bruning and Tyler, Michael Chilton and Christian Hanger. One more lap under caution. Cody Early, are you surprised Davenport picked the top on the 20RT?
Not really, because I think he knows Ricky wants to be up there, and if you want to try to contest against him, then take it away from him. So it might be a chance for Davenport to try something big off of turn 2 where he gets such a strong run and try to not let Devin get away. But, man, it's been exciting from down here, 3-4 wide throughout the field.
All right. Now that turn 2 at Atomic, that is something else. We had a lot of close calls there last night. Back underway, the new 2-deck Solutions restart zone, 18 laps to go. Moran will lead him to the line. Is this finally the year Devin Moran can win his first national championship? Again, a runner-up the last 2 years. Mickey Thornton Jr. is going to throw a slider on him into turn 4. Thornton for the lead, and he didn't get it. Moran still in front. Man, he threw it in there. He threw it all the way to Bloomington on that one, did Thornton. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Here they come. The top 2 in the points going at it. Moran, Thornton, Davenport, who's third in the points. Marlar, big perm. Look out for the Perminator out at turn number 2. Marlar to the outside. Here comes Mikey Marlar. He's going to dive to the bottom on Davenport. They're side by side out of turn 4. It is still half a car length, JD into 1. 15 laps to go. A dandy brewing in Brownstown. Here comes Marlar. Marlar down the back straightaway, looking for that run. Will he go to the inside? He tries the inside on Davenport to try to surprise him. Out of turn number 4, Moran still leads. Thornton second, Davenport third. Marlar fourth, fifth is Dalton Wilson. 14 laps to go down the back straightaway. Marlar, this thing stays green. He's got to get around Davenport as quickly as he can to try to have a shot at the top 2. Mikey works the middle, and that Josh Davis crew chief 157. He'll go to the outside. He'll try to surprise him this time around. Wilson runs in 5th. Rice, Erb, Bruning, Overton, Ross Robinson. Shout out to the Delaware driver. He's up to 10th on the Dutch Star 7. Moran continues to lead off at turn 4. 12 circuits to go. They're going to pick up the tail end of the field as they go into turn number 3. They're about straight away behind them. Marlar still digging hard. The 157. Marlar tries the outside. He'll shoot it out at turn number 4 on the outside of Davenport. He cannot clear him yet. Mid, his track is good out of turn number 2. Marlar's going to get the run down the back straightaway on Davenport. He's going to work that top till there's no top to work. It's still Moran off of turn 4. 10 to go. Down the straightaway, Marlar may have him. They're side by side at turn 1. Mikey Marlar, and he drifts up the track, and Davenport pulls away. Dalton Wilson right there in 5th. Moran down. Oh, man, it's going to get close quarters racing now. They're going to have 9 laps to go in heavy traffic into turn 1. Is this the chance for Thornton, Davenport, Marlar? Down the back straightaway. Oh, they're losing ground. Here comes Marlar. Marlar still making that top work, banging the cushion at B-Town off of turn 4. 8 laps to go. Moran, 2 cars right in front of him. He's going to try to split them. That may cost him some time. Marlar may go around all 3 of them. Down at turn number 2. Thornton still second. Third remains Davenport. Fourth is Marlar. Fifth is Wilson. Marlar can't quite make that car stick. He just needs an opportunity as Moran goes to the outside of Lawler and the S21 of Daniels. Down the back straightaway, Dalton Wilson working up. Here he comes in the 18D. Meanwhile, Moran still leads off of turn 4, 6 to go. Trying to open up some breathing room. Right now, it's back to his second. Thornton has got to get around Lawler. Down the back straightaway, Davenport. He's got to get around Seth Daniels. So he gets squeezed down to the bottom, and here comes Marlar, and here comes Dalton Wilson to the outside. They're going to have 5 to go to decide it at Brownstown. Down the main straightaway, into turn 1. Ricky Thornton Jr. will clear Lawler. Davenport has cleared Seth Daniels. Marlar has cleared Daniels. Here comes Wilson, the top 5 all together here. Out at turn number 4, 4 laps to go for 99. Into 1, he'll work the bottom on the 29 of Christian Anger. He will put him a lap down. That was a key move right there, folks. 4 laps to go for Moran. Meanwhile, Marlar, he is not giving up on that top. Out at turn 4, Marlar wants that 3rd spot down the main straightaway to the outside of Davenport into turn 1. Meanwhile, Moran has about a 6-7 car length lead down the back straightaway. Here goes Marlar. Can he finally? There, Davenport drifts up the track. Marlar tries to cross over. Mikey will throw it in. They're side by side off of turn 4 for 3rd down the straightaway. And Mikey Marlar is going to 3rd. They're running out of laps. 2 to go. 2 to go. Marlar's on the podium right now. Moran still leads Thornton. It'll be the Barron's Performance. 1 lap to go. Rob Penrod waves the white flag for Devin Moran. Trying to go back-to-back at Brownstown in the Indian Icebreaker. 3rd spot out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Davenport goes back to 3rd around Marlar. Devin Moran goes back-to-back at Brownstown in 99. 2nd spot will be Thornton. 3rd will be Davenport. 4th Marlar. 5th Wilson. No, Rice got 5th. Josh Rice got 5th on the last lap. Wilson, Bruning, Overton, Erb, Ross Robinson, Goodwin. How about Dan Ebert? Good job, 11th. Hilzebeck, 12th. Tripp Gerald, 13th. Garrett Alberson, 14th. Michael Chilton, 15th. Will go to the UN08 scales to make it official. What about it, Brownstown? Did you like that one? How about Marlar and Davenport going at it? And Davenport got back around him on that last lap. So again, unofficially, it's Moran, Thornton, Davenport, Marlar, Rice, Wilson, Bruning, Overton, Erb, Robinson, Ebert, Hilzebeck, Gerald, Alberson, Chilton, Hughes, Jamison, Shepard, Ferguson, Hanger, Smith, McIntosh, Lawler, Daniels, O'Neill, Marlar, Cameron Marlar, Gilpin, Harrison, Bailey. So we'll send them to the U108 scales to make it official. Man. Cody Early Marlar tried and tried and tried. He finally got around Davenport, but Davenport got back around him on the final lap. That was a good, clean race there among those top drivers. How about Josh Rice gets 5th on the last lap from Dalton Wilson?
Yeah, I tell you what, you kind of wish there was some more laps there to see exactly how that thing would have shaken out. Boy, Davenport and Marlar put on a show. The entire field put on a show, and what was really impressive was all the comers and goers throughout the field, James.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Hoker Trucking Hard Charger. How about Ross Robinson? 26th to 10th in car number 7. Good job to Ross and his wife Amanda's the crew chief. And Dutch Star Motorsports Ken Adams. As again at the UN08 scales, we'll check Droop. Now a pound per lap burn off in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series in the main event only. So normally they have to weigh 2350, obviously through time trials, heats, B main, but they can weigh 2300 at the scales after the 50 lap A main. Again, a pound per lap burn off. Stay with us. Pure Stock Features coming up next. We'll have that live here on Flow Racing, but Devin Moran, he tried and tried for several years to win here. and he goes back-to-back. It just took him 12 months to get his second win. How about it? He drove a great race, your winner. Let's hear it for Devin Moran. Ricky Thornton Jr., and we'll talk to him, Jonathan Davenport and Marla Rice, your top 5 down the Lucas Oil victory lane. So the top 3 in the points show why they are the top 3 drivers in the country right there, and that's the way they finished. Thornton came in leading the points by 30 over Moran. Davenport was 3rd in that 99. Cody early down on the track, and we'll wait till he gets out of his car. Get him riled up down there, Cody. Here we go.
How about it, Brownstown, for your now 2-time Indiana Icebreaker winner, the mailman in the 99, Devin Moran. Tell you what, the crowd roars out here. Get loud, Brownstown. He's a 2-time Icebreaker winner. As James said, tried and tried to finally get a win here at Brownstown, and that smile comes out. Man, it was hard to get the first one. How does it feel to get the second one?
Baby, I love Brownstown. No, it was just, it was a hard-fought race the entire time, you know. The initial start, Garrett and JD were on that bottom, and I just made hay around the top of 3 and 4, and just a really good race car, but I felt like they were on me the whole race. This place is so hard to get separation from people, and then the lap cars are all over the place, and then there at the end, it started getting a little bottom dominant, and I was just trying to maintain and just get in front of them lap cars, and yeah, it was just a fun race to win.
I tell you what, throughout the night, you never really had to adjust. You know, you kind of said you had to come down to the bottom at the end, but you kind of kept your line, and everybody kind of moved out of your way, and you could hit your marks.
Yeah, it was, and if we did have to move around, we could, you know. This Double Down Motorsports Longhorn was just on kill, and that's a big kudos to my crew guys, you know. Chucky Kimball, crew chief, he came on board a couple years ago, and me and him are just clicking on all cylinders, you know. He does a great job. He's like my brother, truly. And DK and Two-Tone, and then we've got Mason here for the weekend with UNOH, and then Houston's here with UNOH, so it's cool to have them on board with us and hanging out. And then yeah, my wife, my mom and dad are here, my sister, so it's just cool to get in victory lane with everybody here.
Pretty cool starting the season this hot, chasing your first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series championship.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy this year. It's going to be a dog fight, you know. The 20 RT is obviously really, really good, and the 49 I feel like is the best in the country right now. So to be 1, 2, 3, I think that's what a lot of people are going to see all year long, and it's going to be some great racing. But yeah, my goal is to get Roger Sellers and Double Down Motorsports a Lucas Oil Championship. That's what we're here for. So I do want to thank him, his family, Robbie, Casey, and Connor. I know they're all at home watching. C&W Trucking, I know Doug and Amanda, everybody's hanging out. Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, Mark IV Honda Suzuki. Tam came on board last week, so I can't thank him enough. Bill Stein Shocks, like I said, Longhorn Chassis, Ibach Race Springs, Millwood Plumbing. I know Mike and Vicky's at home, they were cheering, screaming their lungs out, so I can't thank them enough. Corey Phillips with CPA firm. Sorry. CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub, Pee Wee's Wrecker Service, Holland Haskell's. He's picking up a new car next week and going to race it, so hopefully we get him dialed in. Just so many great people. BP Race Fuels, you know, they do a ton for us, along with all these other contingency sponsors, so I can't thank them all enough. Refuel Wellness, Lincoln Smith Racing, like I said, I have so many people. Everybody contributes, and it takes everybody, so just glad we can be part of it.
Brownstown, make some noise for your newest multi-time Indiana Icebreaker winner, the mailman, Devin Moran.
He may be unbeaten so far in the Ohio State racing uniform, right? The national champions. Well, Devin Moran, he goes back-to-back. We'll talk to Ricky Thornton Jr., who last year here won the C.J. Rayburn Memorial. And then Jonathan Davenport here. Down to you, Cody.
Thanks, James. Down here with Ricky Thornton Jr. Man, right after halfway, we go to that restart. Talk about that restart and the move down here in turns 3 and 4. Got to the bottom, and what a move to go up to take the lead. What was going through your mind off that restart?
I just got a good restart, and really, I knew I wasn't going to pass Devin there. It was more slide Devin get to the top of the way JD couldn't drive back around me. So it was more defense for second than trying to win it. So I don't know. I felt like our car was pretty good there. Like finally, once it got slick towards the end, I was able to move around a little bit and do what I needed to. I don't know. My boys been busting their butt. I feel like we're getting better and better. Hopefully we can get a little bit better. I think Devin in certain areas a little better than I was, and same with JD. They can manipulate their car a little bit more than I can. But like I said, we're working hard. I got to thank everyone, Kohler Motorsports, Night Companies, Columbus Racing, and ZMD Wraps, Elite Ready Mix, Capital Waste, Ultimate Towing. I mean, there's so many great people. Ultra Shield, Sharp Advantage. It's nice to be in really good equipment, and just looking forward to the rest of the year.
Really good points weekend. A win last night, second tonight.
Yeah. I mean, at the end, you just want to be in the top 4, but with these bonus points, I feel like, heck, the way it's going, I think we're all going to be even getting into the playoffs if we do get into the playoffs. So, obviously, we gave up 10 points there to Devin. So, just hopefully we can have a good rest of the year and get some wins, get some bonus points.
Ricky Thornton Jr., runner-up tonight at Brownstown, James.
Yeah, I tell you what, we're going to get – you can't miss Eldora, right, at the end of the year. The Carl Schwartz Dirt Track World Championship, $100,000 to win that. If a driver can win that and win the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points, they would walk out of there with $350,000. That's why we do this stuff. And Jonathan Davenport, man, he had a run from Mike Marlar. Those two went at it hot and heavy here in the last few laps of that race.
Yeah, James, they did. We're here with Jonathan. Man, what a battle with you and Mike Marlar there in the closing laps.
Yeah, no doubt. He come up through there pretty good, and we was both a little soft on tires there, and I thought we would be better at the beginning of the race than Devin was, but he fired really well, so he's been really good here at Brownstown, and we kind of got good there during that long run, which was kind of odd for our tire choice, but then after the caution, there was a lot of grit out in the middle of 3 and 4 there, so that's the reason I picked the top on the last one. I thought that might propel me down the straightaway a little bit better, but obviously it didn't. And so just end up third, almost fourth. It's just Brownstown, anytime we come out of here with a top 3, we're pretty happy. But obviously we want to win. But congratulations to Devin. He done a good job there. Just my guys give me a good hot rod. I just wasn't quite right. I was kind of a little too free to float through the middle, and then I was too tight to run around the tires, which I don't think that line was really there tonight. But anyway, just got to thank Nutrient Ag Solutions, ASC Warranty, Dynagrow Seed, Longhorn Dynamics, everybody that helps us, Midwest Sheet Metal, especially thanks to Lance and Darla Landers, for giving me this opportunity. So anyway, another top 3. We're staying consistent. Rebounding from my mistake last night. So anyway, didn't tear it up too much, and ready to go to the next one.
Jonathan Davenport rounds out your Big River Steel podium here at Brownstown, James.
All right, Cody, great job. Been great working with you this weekend. Hope we can do some more together down the road. The Pure Stock feature is coming up here in a little bit. That was good. That was good. This one they're going to be talking about for a while, even though Moran led every lap. You can't say they weren't. The track was great, and those guys put on a show tonight. There's the start of the race. How about this on the very first lap, Dustin George? They went 3 wide for the lead. Alberson, Davenport, and Moran. Alberson eventually had to pit. There's Moran. O'Neill was running in second. He slowed. Mechanical issues knocked him out of the race. And then you see Davenport, and you see Marlar, and then you see Thornton. There is the end of the night for Hudson O'Neill in 71. There is Thornton, threw that slider in there for one brief moment. Moran, and then you saw Marlar and Davenport. Those two veteran drivers put on a heck of a show there for position. And Davenport got back around him on the final lap. And again, Josh Rice got around Dalton Wilson on the last lap, so that'll do it. Deep breath, Dustin George. Pure Stocks, they're running for some good money tonight. Devin Moran still down there in victory lane. I'd just stay there, man. How about his dad, Donnie, tried here many, many times with the All-Star late models, with stars, with have a Tampa, never won. I believe second place was his best ever finish. But within a period of 12 months, Devin has won here twice.
It seems to be a trend sometimes here at Brownstown Speedway. People trying to get to victory lane. That first one's the hardest one to get. That you just roll them off from there. So congratulations, Devin Moran, Indiana Icebreaker winner here.